boy, do we have an exciting video for you today. We're gonna be going into a little demo review, some swatches, blah, 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 of the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm literally so stinking excited for this video. I remember when I got this palette in the mail, I was having like a debacle. I was like, I wanna use it, but then I also need to use the Naked Heat palette. So I went with the Naked Heat palette and I said I would do a video on this. So here is the video on this palette. If you are curious to see a little bit more what I think, how I created the look that I have on right now, then please just go ahead and keep watching. Also, you guys, before you leave, please go ahead and make sure you are subscribed. There's a button right down below. I don't want you to miss out on anything new coming out. So if it's not too much of an inconvenience and if you're not already subscribed, then just, you know, without further ado, let's just get right into this Morphe by Jaclyn palette. You guys, today is the day. We are finally breaking into the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. I feel like this has been one of the most anticipated palettes. Obviously, I've already done my base. I want the focus to be on this just beautiful, beautiful palette. Like, ew. Names are not on the packaging itself, but they do include this little insert that does give you a little rundown on what the names of the shades are. The inside of the palette says, "This palette is dedicated to all my loving subscribers, XO Jaclyn." And I think that's just a nice little touch. And I've seen like some people kind of disappointed that there's no mirror, but A, Morphe never has mirrors in their palettes, and B, I don't care if there's a mirror in a palette, to be completely honest with you. I don't ever use mirrors in palettes. That's just my personal preference. I don't find that it's easy to hold them, so that was never a drawback for me. I don't care. I honestly like this cardboard packaging a little bit more than the regular typical plastic hard shell of a Morphe palette. I feel like that plasticky palette was allowing for some of the shadows to break a little bit easier, but that's just my opinion on it. The back says Morphe by Jaclyn Hill with a bunch of JH's on it, and I think that this whole packaging is stunning. It's so Jaclyn to a T. I know that she had been working so hard on this with Morphe and with Linda to create it. It's taken her like 2 years, which she's explained. She explained all that stuff in her video, so if you want to know the whole rundown on the palette, go to Jaclyn Hill's YouTube and watch it because she literally explains everything. The colors look so nice. I haven't even touched them yet, so let's just let's do it. I love this kind of orangey, browny, tan transition color. They feel very buttery, like, okay, hello. Wow, this one, holy crap. The way it feels when you glide that on your hand is amazing. It feels like actual butter. That's amazing color. That's this color right here. Let's go in with this little bronzy. They just feel so nice. That's this shade right here. These shimmer shades feel so nice when you swatch them. And I'm gonna go in with this kind of orangey red, brick red color. Holy cow, pigment payoff. That one's a little bit more chalky, but like honestly, guys, am I mad about it? Because I'm not. The one thing that I will say, these shades like right here, they're all very similar in this kind of tone range right here. And you know, it would be nice to see just a slight more variation. I will say that I agree with the fact that the formula of these so far seems like it is definitely on the same level, if not even higher than that of a typical Morphe eyeshadow palette. So that's really nice to see. I have no idea what kind of eye look I want to do. I don't want to do something crazy just because, I don't know, but there's so many nice colors. The versatility in this palette, this is just like an end-all, beat-all kind of palette. You have your pops of color, you have all your neutrals, you have warms, you have a few cools, you have your shimmer shades, you have your lighter shimmer shades, you have your darks, and you have your black. You honestly don't need more than that. I'm really trying to zoom you guys in as close as I can without losing the integrity of the quality of my video, just so we can really look and see how things blend, how things go on the eye, etc. For the initial transition shade, let's just go in with this kind of orangey yellow lighter transition shade. So this color, it really doesn't give a whole lot of color to my eye. I feel like, I don't know, the pigmentation might be a little weird with this one. And I noticed that even when I swatched it, it was a little bit more on the chalky side. It definitely builds up. Like I can see it now. It looks nice. I like this tone. I think I'm going to go in with this deeper shade right here, kind of a pukey. I think that one's actually the one called Pukey, and that's what it looks like. And I'm gonna put this in the outer 3/4 of my eye and kind of work it up into the crease with the same brush. To me, these are blending very nice. There's nothing that's catching on my eye very much. I'll take a more precise brush, and then I'm actually going to take the shade right underneath that pukey color right here, and I am going to lightly add that in the very outer corner. And I might even pull it down on the bottom and connect it, just, you know, really focus it on that outside portion of my eye. So then I want to add a shimmer, but I don't know it. I think I'm gonna use that gold right here on the outside. And actually, I don't think I even need to wet the brush. Like, let's just try it without it. Yeah, you don't even need to wet it, but for fun, let's just wet it. Yep. It just really intensifies it and gives it a little bit more pop. And I'm actually gonna kind of run it on this first third of my eye on the lower lash line. I'm gonna mix the two pukey colors from here and here and then run that on my lower lash line. And then I will take a flat shader brush and add that kind of reddish color that I added in the very inner corner right here. I think I want to keep adding a little more of that red intensity on the outside here because I feel like I lost it a little bit. So I know I did like such basic eyeshadow, but I wanted to keep it simple. All in all, I am super happy with the way things blended. I think it looks pretty. I'm just going to add, I'm not gonna do winged liner, I'm going to add a little bit of my brown eyeshadow, add some lashes, and I will be right back. Okay guys, I'm back, I am done. I was gonna put lashes on, but I just kind of wanted to keep to the integrity of my natural kind of look. These are my tones. Overall, I am abso-freaking-lutely loving this palette. I think that there are so many possibilities of eyeshadow looks that you can do. Obviously, I'm super basic and I went with a more natural looking, sultry, bronzy, smoky eye, okay? There are so many fun colors. There are just these beautiful pops of color down here in the corner. You have a deep, deep purple, a very royal blue, the couple of teals down here. You have some greens, you have reds, you have pinks, you have neutrals, you have lights, you have just literally, in my opinion, this is almost an ultimate palette. I will say this one shade right here, yellowy orange kind of toned color, was a little bit suspect when it came to blending it out, and it's a little bit more on the drier, chalkier side. But the other shades that I did use, I used 1, 2, 3, 4. I used 4 other shades and they're all beautiful. The 3 mattes and the 1 shimmer. The shimmer shades in this palette are pretty freaking fantastic. They feel so buttery and creamy, and when you glide it on the skin, it comes off so nicely and it feels so like silky. There are a couple little critiques that I've had here and there. You know, some of the shades are very similar. That one is a little chalky, but the shimmers are super nice, and the other mattes that I used are also super nice, very easy to blend. The $38 is, yes, definitely higher, but there are coupon codes that can save you a little bit that definitely apply to this. I don't think you're gonna be disappointed if you buy this palette. You can't go wrong. There are so many shades in here. I'm very pleased with the tones. The white is already starting to get dirty, as you can see here. That's okay, you know what? I can look past it, I can clean it. Overall, I give this palette a freaking 2 thumbs up. I think it's beautiful. Congratulations to Jaclyn. Congratulations to Morphe on this wonderful collaboration. I think the colors are stunning. I mean, do you guys want to see more swatches of these? Should I like swatch some more? Like, honestly, Here are just some really quick swatches that I did of a few shades. This dark hunter, whatever kind of green it is, it's on the very bottom, is so darn pigmented for a matte eyeshadow. It's just stunning. This is that pukey color that I was using. This is a super pretty pink shifty kind of color. Sorry, I suck at this. Literally, this color is so stinking gorgeous. I love it. And there's that kind of electric royal blue. I think all of them are stunning. That's just a few of the shades right there on this really sad arm swatch, so forgive me for that. All right, you guys, that's gonna conclude this video. I didn't want to get too crazy in depth because I know there's like 10 million other huge YouTubers that have done a review that's pretty in-depth on this palette, but obviously, you know, we did get into the shades. I think that this is a stunning palette. It's very on par with typical Morphe pigmentation, if not a little bit better. I will definitely be reaching for it a lot. If you guys have the chance to pick it up on Restock, I definitely suggest trying to do so. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I appreciate all your support, all your love, and I will talk to you very soon in my next video.